Hello, I'm Lenny McGill with the GlockStore Performance Center. And today I want to show you a new tool that is a takedown tool. It's a 3/32 punch with a handle, and a really stout handle, and kind of like a screwdriver handle. And this is something unusual on most of the punches. Most of the punches we have, and we do sell variety, I think 4 or 5 different types, have a very, same 3/32 punch, but a very small handle. So sometimes a little bit hard to manage, and certainly hard to put a little bit of, hand pressure behind it, because you don't want to have that thing push into your hand because it's small and steel typically, and it's going to bite into you. But this wooden handle is really unique and special. And this is the punch that I saw, and I thought, wow, this is a great idea. It's a very stout steel punch out here, very well made, looks great, but functionality-wise really just feels great in your hand. Also very nice and long. Okay, that's better than most of the punches I've seen out there. So let me demonstrate it real quick, but let me show you this gun as well. This is one of the guns we just got done for one of our customers. It's a Glock 19 with a Cerakote finish, custom cut slide, and ported 2-port barrel that, as you can see, has the ports out front here, sticks out of the front. All right, really a neat looking custom cut, red fiber optic front sight, and there's your rear sight. There's your sight picture. Very nice. Now on the other side we have some extended controls. Of note is the new Teardrop extended magazine release button, and you notice how that comes back towards the shooter, so it's easy to get onto without adjusting your grip. And it's got a neat little shape to it as well. That's our Teardrop. And of course, extended slide stop lever and extended slide stop lever. All right, these are both the items there. The other thing of note in this gun is our pyramid trigger. And you'll see just how short my finger has to go to make this gun activate. And you see how short the reset is. Right there it is. So short, crisp, sweet. That's our pyramid trigger. Now let me demonstrate the punch. So obviously we're going to take this gun apart. Gun is empty, pointing shot in a safe direction there. I'm going to go ahead and wrap my hand up around like so, and I'm going to pull the slide back just a little bit, and then activate this slide stop lever or the takedown lever, and pull down on both sides at the same time. So I pull down on that spring-loaded device, and I keep it down and then let the slide go, and off comes the slide, just like such. All right, and you'll notice again our pyramid trigger with the with the titanium nitride coating, and the corresponding skeletonized striker, as well as the safety plunger, both coated with the titanium nitride, which is very hard, but self-lubricating as well. All right. So the punch, like I said, what's really cool about it is you can use hand pressure to get some of these things out. Now, sometimes these are more difficult than others. This gun's been worked on a little bit, as you can tell, so this is going to come out, fairly easily, I believe. But the trick here is this roll of duct tape, or painter's tape, if you will. We're going to put it down like so, and use it to capture my pins so they don't go rolling away. Just a simple little thing, and they just fall right into the little hole there. So kind of fun. What's also nice about this is it won't damage the finish of the gun in any way. Something to keep in mind. I'm sure you all have a piece of roll of this tape around. You use duct tape. I'm going to come up here on top, and I'm going to start with the trigger pin, and then the locking block pin, and then just, of course, we can take out the trigger housing pin just to show. Again, this is a 3/32 inch punch. I'm going to come right up on top here, and a little bit of pressure, and should be able to get it out. And okay, it came out. Yeah, and so that's good. So now, if you have trouble getting that one out, relieve a little bit of pressure by lifting up on the slide stop lever, all right? Because that spring is intersecting the groove in that particular pin. So we'll come up and do the other pin next, which is the locking block pin. It usually comes out a lot easier, and it did come out easier. Again, it's nice to be able to put some good pressure here with this tool, and there it is. And then, of course, I could do the same thing with the trigger housing pin. Just push it out, and everything will come out at that point. But really, we're demonstrating the tool, not the full disassembly. So now let me put them back in. And one of the things, the tricks on this whole reassembly process is very important for you to remember, is that when you do take those two pins out and you put them back in, you got to take your slide stop lever out first, because this spring right here has to go underneath the locking block pin. So the trick to the reassembly is to put the locking block pin in first before you put the slide stop lever in, or before you even put the trigger pin in. And again, here's the trigger pin. You'll notice the grooves we were talking about, they actually intersect with this guy out here like so. All right, and that's what captures that in there. So if you get a little pressure off there, you push that forward, that pin will come out a little easier. Okay, all right. So now, like I said, in the order in which you want to do, you want to put this together. People call us all the time and say, hey, my slide stop's not working well. That's because the spring is on top of this pin versus underneath. So I'm going to put the locking block pin in first. Okay. And then the slide stop lever, and you'll go ahead and you'll line this up in the groove here, and you'll see you want to get it lined up through the hole, through the trigger pin hole. And then once you get it lined up, you're going to hold it in place, because it will want to spring back, and then bring your pin back to the other side. And now by putting that in second, the spring automatically goes underneath the locking block pin. Right, I hope that's what you got to remember, that, because people call all the time and say this thing's not working. It's kicking up every time, and it's locking the slide back between shots, and it's always that. It's no other reason, really. It's always because they put this together improperly or in the wrong sequence. And now we'll just tap this guy in here. Let me see if I get it lined up properly, and it looks like it is. And there it is. And you always want to make sure you kind of get this captured in there, and just true them up. You can do the same over here on this locking block pin too. So they look like they're well balanced on either side. And that is a demonstration of our takedown punch with the big wooden handle. And again, this is one of those tools that you have to have. So this one at this price point is a great item, and it's something that I think, well, if you don't have one, you should. I'm Lenny McGill. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.